Good morning from Dinosaur Valley State Park.
We are here mainly because Lydia is super excited about dinosaurs.
Apparently I am. I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen tracks like this that are like where they were originally found. I just think it's really cool. I'm very excited. We're gonna hit the most popular track site first before it gets really busy, even though it's already starting to get really busy. And then we're gonna hike out to the other ones that aren't as popular. We're gonna go see dinosaur tracks.
I've been waiting for the moment to arrive.
We just went down to the main track site to take a look before it got really busy because a bunch of people parked. But there is a ton of signs up here at the parking area that give a little more history about the footprints that we're seeing. So we're gonna go check those out and then hike down to the rest of the track sites. I'm gonna try to remember everything I just read. Here we go. In the late 30s, a guy named Roland T. Byrd was traveling across the United States looking for fossils. When they came here to the Paluxy River, he got really lucky and he found a bunch. And then in 1940, he had a crew come in and they removed a whole track of prints. They chiseled them out of the stone really carefully. They labeled each one so that they would know what order they were in, and then they shipped them up to New York to go into a museum. What they found were tracks from a sauropod that's related to the Brontosaurus. I don't know how to pronounce its name. I'll put it in. And it was being chased by another dinosaur that was related to the T-Rex. Again, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put it in. The sauropod only moved like 2-point-some odd miles per hour, whereas the one that was chasing them moved 5 miles per hour, so they didn't really have a chance. But you get to see their tracks that are now saved in the stone of that chase. There used to be a lot more that were left here, but they've since eroded, so there's only a couple here. There's more down the way. We're gonna go check those out, and I'm really excited.
Stand with me down under the stars at night. Come look with me from where I stand. You can see most everything, and I've been waiting for the moment to arrive. I was waiting for the moment to arrive. I was waiting for the moment to arrive. I wouldn't miss it for the world.
Couldn't really see anything, just like one big footprint shadow, but you can't really get close enough to see it. We're gonna keep going. Upside, we're in the shade. It's a very shady trail. Downside, we haven't found the ballroom track site yet, which is supposed to be like the really, really good one. And the trail that we were on just sort of ran out a little bit. So we found there was like a staircase back the other way. We're gonna go up that and see if there's some signs up there to kind of give us a heads up as to where we are.
This is what we mean by the trail ran out. This is the trail we've been looking for. We're pretty certain that you're supposed to stay on this trail, and there are kickdowns to go see the dinosaur footprints. However, people have just stayed down there and kind of trailblazed, so it's a little confusing. So we're pretty certain we're on the right path now. So we'll just take this until we see another kickdown, and we'll go see some more dinosaur trails. Hopefully.
We were correct. The track up above the river is the main walking path, and then there are bits that bump you down. We just came across the Blue Hole swimming area, so we're gonna go down and check that out, and then the ballroom site should be just down the way.
I was waiting for the moment to arise, waiting for the moment to arrive. I was waiting for you, and I wouldn't miss it for the world.
We are at the ballroom track site. Usually in the summertime, the river has receded a little bit because usually we're in drought season, but this year we've had a lot of rain, so unfortunately the tracks are still underwater. But there's a bunch of people over there right now, and we can hear them talking all about the tracks. So we're gonna get in the water and wade across. Lucky for us, there were sandals today. I'm sure you can hear the noise of the people around me. It's really, really busy, but most of the people are walking down the middle of the river just to enjoy the water. So over here where the tracks are, it's still really nice. Even if there is water, as long as the sediment kind of settles, you can still really see everything, and it is so cool.
This is really cool.
It's so awesome.
If you're patient and you just kind of wait for everyone to go away, and so they stop kind of moving the dirt and stuff under the water, you can really see there are a lot of footprints out here.
Yeah, and
it's also windy.
It's very windy, but it feels great. The water feels great. If you come in the summertime and there's still water to wade through, you'll be lucky. But even though there is water, you can still see them really, really well in person.
Definitely check it out.
So cool.
Lydia enjoys playing tour guide.
When we were younger, you started on with a look you gave. Spread over and over among us. When we were younger. When we were young.
We are heading to one more site that has some dinosaur footprints, and then we're going to get in some trails, mainly good to go up to see the scenic overlook. There aren't really names for these trails as far as we can tell. They didn't have a trail map, so we'll see what we can find.
The trails do have names, but they're only on these big maps, which we do not have. We have the small paper map. It has the trails outlined, but they don't have names. So we're here. We're gonna go across to the dino site and then come back around to the scenic overlook. And if we're not sweltering by then, we may keep going or we may call it a day. Who knows?
Sit around to see your point of view. Watch you give an inch and take the moment there. When we were younger, and still I had my breath, and like it was my last one. But you still it right in front of us. You still it right in front of us. Like when I saw you for the first time. I felt like this before. It reminds me what I've been missing here. Every memory, evermore. It reminding what I've been missing here. When I saw you for the first time.
We're pretty much done with the trails for today. It's actually 90 degrees, but with the heat index and the humidity, it feels like 99. So we're done. It's pretty hot. We're gonna head back down to the river and see if we can't find the rest of the dinosaur footprints.
This is the first park that we've ever been to that has exit signs on the back of the trail markers. Super helpful. So if you're lost and you're trying to get out, look for exit. When you come to the dino track site, you want to stay on this side of the river, don't cross. There's like a little narrow strip along this side of the river that you can walk on. You're gonna think maybe you're going the wrong way, but it's the right way. Eventually you'll come to a sign. And then if you want to get in and look, it's pretty steep. You can go down a little farther, it's easier to get in. But they're not as easy to spot here if you get in the water because there's much more sediment and it kicks up whenever you walk around. But if it's calm and quiet, you can see them from up top, which is really nice. Park recap.
Dinosaur Valley State Park is really cool for the reason you're probably guessing, which is the dinosaur footprints.
So cool.
I would definitely get here early. We got here they open at 8. We got here about 8:30. And we were some of the first people here, definitely not the first people here, but by the time we left the first place we were at, the parking lot was packed. There's nowhere to park. We're also here on a Saturday, so it's a little busier.
I would recommend coming on a weekday if you can. Get here when they open, make reservations. When we were walking down here to the river to check out the last site, we took a wrong path and we could see the line of cars waiting to get in.
We'll try to catch some of that on the way out because it's pretty ridiculous.
Nuts. So many people waiting to get in. So definitely get here early, make reservations, come on a weekday.
One thing, my top tip for coming to the state park is wear footwear that you can get wet and hike in. We wore our sandals, but our sandals also have like backpacking soles,
hiking sole, yeah,
which has been great because you have to cross the river so often, and if you want to really see the footprints, you're gonna maybe have to get in the river. So definitely wear either like we did, which is just the sandals, or a water shoe of some sort.
Yep, and not only is it great for getting in and seeing the tracks, but in the dead of summer, getting in the water feels pretty darn good.
Yes, it does. Definitely come. It's 100% worth it just for the tracks. We did by a few, I think we did one trail-ish, and it was nice, but like we just wanted to get back down and look at tracks again. Yep. So that's kind of the reason to come here. Definitely check it out.
And if you do come specifically for the tracks, go to the ballroom track site first. That one is the one where you can really get up close and kind of touch them and see them and really get a feel for their size. By the time that we had gotten there, we went there last for the sites on that side of the park, and it was already starting to get kind of busy because the swimming hole is right next to that. So go there first. That is Park 32 in the books for us. Definitely come to Dinosaur Valley State Park.
Do us a favor, like the video, comment, and if you really want to see what else we do, subscribe.
Bam, 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 bam.
Let us know that you like what we're doing, so we'll just be motivated to keep doing it.